Ago now, anya nufiala alo teacher agbenya ganye ya aka, awe zonda jinya, mauga daka na yiraho. By the end of this teaching, you should understand why it is essential to know 20 of your ancestors. What happens if you don't know their names, and what to do if you don't know all of their names or all of them. Chiefa, or the spirit world, is the original home base according to the Aŋlo Eʋes. During ancestral rites, when sacrifices are offered to the ancestors, it is this part of the soul known as the deaf soul which returns from Chiefa to feed. The spirit of a chief comes back to occupy the family stool during sacrificial offerings. Among the Aŋlo Eʋes, nearly every family has an ancestral stool. There are several manifestations of the perpetually vigilant presence of the lineal ancestors. This is obvious in the elaborate mortuary rites, the customs of pouring out a drop of alcohol and water first, or putting the first piece of food on the ground. The grave is not the end. There is a life beyond it. Death merely separates the living from physical touch with the departed soul. In spirit, however, the departed are very much alive, maintaining a lively interest in the visible world in their lineage. There is a direct link built between the living and the dead through the years, and it is the responsibility of the lineage to continue that relationship in periodic rites. A run of misfortune in the lineage may be interpreted by the Bokor or diviner as a definite sign of ancestral displeasure. Perhaps the ancestral spirits have been abandoned for far too long, or the lineage has been negligent in the performance of traditional customs. After establishing the specific desires of the spirits, the lineage head conveys a meeting of the lineage and reveals the desires of the ancestors. The rites are performed by the head of the lineage in the ancestral compound or Afadome. They entail the slaughter of animals and the offering of libation, with petition to the ancestors to pardon wrongdoings committed against their person, closing up with prayers for the life and prosperity of the members of the lineage. It is essential that all the ancestors should be mentioned at this point to avoid incurring the displeasure of a forgotten spirit. To be on a safer side, the lineage head may simply say this is intended for the Togbinwonleao or the ancestral spirits, Nyanyeao ple Manyemanyeao Keng, meaning to all ancestral spirits of the lineage, known and unknown. In conclusion, I would like to recommend that you identify the names of 20 of your own ancestors because it makes practical sense, since universally you have 10 fingers and 10 toes. Once you identify their names, invoke them in your ancestral prayers because you need them and they need you too. If you don't know their names, it is better or to play safe and avoid ancestral displeasure. In that way, in your ancestral prayer, please use or to avoid displeasure, just say known and unknown, because you don't know all of them. Thank you very much, and please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you. Stay safe and stay well wherever you are.